The 2026 World Cup arrives with the highest concentration of fast, technically gifted wide attackers in the history of the tournament. Yet, beneath the sheer speed currently operating on the flanks, almost every major contender enters the competition facing the exact same tactical vulnerability. The tactical map illustrates the number 9 paradox: dense wing activity alongside an empty middle. The central finisher is dying. This Phase 1 power ranking evaluates 7 official rosters from Maids for May 26, scaling from France's 9.7 to the United States' 8.2. Sorting these early offensive units by their rating isolates the heavy-hitting tournament favorites at the top from the ambitious dark horses further down the list. The tournament effectively becomes a test of which squad can most efficiently bridge the gap between their wide creativity and the lack of a traditional finisher. France sits at the absolute top of the Phase 1 rankings at 9.7. They bring unmatched attacking depth, built to dominate transition moments with overwhelming speed. Kylian Mbappé operates as their tactical centerpiece. His positioning allows France to seamlessly alternate between fast breaks and highly structured possession sequences. However, the French number 9 role remains highly fluid, shared among different profiles like Marcus Thuram and Randall Kolo Muani. Because nobody has locked down that central spot, the French attack often defaults to an over-reliance on Mbappé to force progression when facing compact defensive lines. Brazil follows closely at 9.5. Carlo Ancelotti has assembled a wide attacking juggernaut, heavily reliant on the explosive perimeter talent of Vinicius Jr. and Rafinha. To balance that devastating wide pace, Neymar serves as a creative link operating in the pockets of space between the midfield and the attacking line. But Brazil's dominance out wide masks ongoing questions about their central finishing. They are currently trusting that production to Endrick, placing immense penalty box responsibility on a highly youthful profile. For both of these top-ranked nations, fielding an overwhelming volume of elite-wide talent still leaves them uniquely exposed if they cannot break down deep, centralized defensive blocks. Sitting at a 9.0 rating, Thomas Tuchel's England stands as a rare tactical exception to the number 9 paradox. Harry Kane provides a dual-threat profile that few nations possess. He drops deep to serve as the tactical reference point for creation while maintaining his output as an elite central scorer. The trade-off is in the midfield. Without highly technical creators centrally, isolating Kane forces England to bypass the middle entirely and rely on the direct pace of wide players like Marcus Rashford. Germany, rated at 8.9, operates as the exact inverse of the English system. Their offensive unit is a highly fluid, intelligent, and interchangeable machine. The engine of this German attack relies on Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, who provide elite creative distribution between the defensive lines. But Germany operates completely without a guaranteed high-volume finisher. They rely exclusively on generating creative superiority in the final third to committee-source their goals. England possesses a world-class central finisher, but lacks the creative links to feed him, while Germany has creative geometry, but lacks a true striker. Both setups invite significant risk against highly structured defenses. Moving down the rankings reveals the dark horses, beginning with Senegal at 8.6. Their offensive unit runs almost entirely on athleticism and direct vertical passing. They easily generate high-speed chaos, but their core flaw is a lack of clinical finishing consistency in the final action when playing against top-tier opposition. Japan sits at 8.4, with a remarkably similar profile. Their attack utilizes blistering speed, intense high pressing, and rapid ball progression through Kaoru Mitoma and Takefusa Kubo. When allowed to transition quickly, they are lethal. But when forced to play against deep defensive blocks, they lack the physical dominance required to consistently win the ball inside the penalty area. Finally, the United States holds an 8.2 rating. Under Mauricio Pochettino's leadership, the American frontline is highly dynamic and athletic. The system depends heavily on Christian Pulisic operating as the primary creator, tasked with feeding secondary runs from strikers like Fuller and Balogun. The recurring vulnerability for the U.S. is a systemic over-reliance on Pulisic to progress the ball, coupled with inconsistent finishing under high-pressure tournament conditions. All 3 of these dark horses can break defensive lines at high speeds. Yet their shared inability to finish reliably in the center of the box is the exact metric separating them from the title-contending tier. Elite wide creation has become a universal standard, providing a high floor for every major contender, rather than a unique tactical edge. As the tournament progresses into the knockout rounds, fluid attacking patterns inevitably stall, matches tighten, and the margins narrow. When organized systems fail, the nation capable of reliably converting scrappy, contested chances in the center of the box is the one that will lift the trophy. We will release our Phase 2 analysis as the remaining heavyweights finalize their official rosters, bringing in Spain, Argentina, and tournament hosts Mexico and Canada. Until then, look over the Phase 1 rankings and let us know in the comments which of these current teams you think has the most lethal front three. In this era of the winger, the path to the trophy still requires a reliable, ruthless presence in the center of the box.